Hello, Max here. I will walk you through the story plot of the 2021 comedy film, Queenpins. First, spoiler alert, and now, let's roll. Night in the suburbs of Phoenix, Arizona. Housewife Connie gets arrested inside her own house. She surrenders in painful memory of how all this got started several months ago. While being a former 3-time gold medal winning Olympic racewalker, she never expected to get riches or fame out of it. She currently lives with her husband Rick, an IRS auditor. They have a very tense relationship and, unfortunately, not being capable of having children, they spent a small fortune on treatments. When Connie finally got pregnant, she lost the baby. At that point, Rick accepted a traveling position at work, resulting in being away for 3 weeks each month. When back home, he treats Connie badly, constantly whining about her being jobless, about wasting all that money because she insisted on doing multiple treatments when he would simply give up after the first one, and about her spending too much money on her obsession with coupons. Indeed, Connie hoards coupons, buys items in large quantities, storing it all away in the nursery to cover the walls and forget about her loss. When Rick is not around, Connie gets the chance to hang around with Jojo, her neighbor who has a YouTube channel about saving tips, and she just happens to also be coupon obsessed. Jojo lives with her mom Josie and she cannot find work because her identity got stolen recently. Having plenty of free time, she flirts with mailman Earl, and she also sells makeup door to door without particular success. Connie, when shopping at the supermarket, gives cashier Greg dozens of coupons for her purchase. She often holds back the line, but her final ticket goes from over $100 to $16. She always likes to mention that if you watch the pennies, the dollars will take care of themselves. One day, while putting away the groceries, she gets upset when noticing the baby wallpaper behind the boxes. In order to heal her depression, she decides to eat a bunch of cereal, but the cereal turns out to be stale. Connie, full of inner anger, decides to send a complaining email to the cereal company. In a few days, she receives in the mail a coupon for free cereal attached to an apology letter from the company. With a smug attitude, she rushes to the supermarket to exchange the coupon, but Greg tells her it's common practice by all companies to send free coupons to people that complain. Connie sends a bunch of letters to various manufacturers, even if nothing was wrong with their products, thus earning a huge stack of coupons for free stuff. When she shows them to Jojo, she is amazed and even tries to buy a coupon from Connie to gain from the difference with the actual price. Connie realizes that selling stuff she got for free means 100% profit for a potential great business. She finds out the company in Mexico where the coupons are made, not far where she lives. She comes with the idea to go and steal a bunch of them to resell. Jojo is drowning in debt. She finally agrees to participate. Meanwhile, at a local market in Nevada, loss prevention officer Ken checks out a coupon that a cashier has trouble with. He realizes that it's fake. The manager suggests honoring the coupon of the old lady, who has been their devoted client for so long. But Ken refuses to bend the rules, showing incredible poor manners, thus receiving insults from the old lady. On the plane, during his flight back home, a mother asks him if he could switch seats with her daughter so she can watch the landing and calm down. Ken refuses, arguing it's an important life lesson for the kid. Being a dick, finally, after arriving at his lonely apartment in Utah, frustrated Ken yells at the TV. In Mexico, Connie and Jojo arrive at the coupon factory and watch the employees from afar. They spot out Alejandro and Rosa, a couple that often break the rules but they look harmless. Connie and Jojo follow the couple with the car, but when they think that they're about to get robbed, the girls explain that they need their help. They end up at Alejandro's house chatting. Rosa is pregnant, and since their salaries are so low, Connie and Jojo reveal their offer. If the couple steals coupons for them, they will resell them in the States and share the profits. Although Alejandro is unsure, Rosa convinces him to do this for the sake of their baby. The plan is fairly simple. The factory has a printing division, where Alejandro works, and a redemption division, where Rosa works. The two usually operate independently. With every printed coupon, there's always an extra that is supposed to get destroyed. However, Alejandro can ship those to Connie and Jojo with the distribution trucks to the States. Border check is no problem since a box of coupons never would raise suspicion of illegal activity. Several days later, the two get their first box with coupons. They create a website to sell them while promoting it on Jojo's channel. Success comes quickly, earning lots of money, but the supermarkets soon start noticing too. Meanwhile, Ken receives numerous letters and phone calls from managers complaining about all their lost income. He investigates thoroughly until he finds a credit card number behind one of the many purchases made with these coupons. Less than a fortnight later, Ken checks with the lady that used this coupon and hears about the website that sells them and the promotional YouTube channel by a black woman. Back in his office, he enters the website and reads the motto, "If you watch the pennies, the dollars will take care of themselves." Connie and Jojo are upset to find their PayPal account was frozen due to receiving too much money too quickly. They need to prove their business is legitimate in order to unfreeze it. Since they have no idea how to do this, they desperately decide to contact Tina, a famous dark web hacker. She scolds them for promoting their scam so freely, running the risk of all being traced back to them. So, Tina deletes JoJo's videos and proposes creating a front for their business to clean their money. Upon agreement on her 10% cut for her services, she hands them a special encrypted USB stick for them to keep their important files in. Due to Tina's smart thinking, Ken is left with no clues left on the internet to follow. He requests assistance from the FBI and gets told they'll look into the case. However, they consider the coupon scam to be not worth their time. They throw the case to Albert, one of their lowest desk agents. Albert accepts the task. With JoJo's cosmetics brand as a cover and Tina's fake IDs, the coupon scam grows again very profitable. Meanwhile, Ken leaves message for the FBI daily. 6 months later, Connie and JoJo are ready to spend their money, but first they have to clean it. Recalling a story about a client of Rick's, Connie proposes buying lots of expensive stuff to be resold later, thus converting them into clean cash. First, they convince all the banks to give them the money in cash to supposedly hire people for their cosmetic business. Then, they both go on an incredibly expensive shopping spree, buying sports cars, boats, a private plane, and even guns. Next, they hit Las Vegas, where they make future plans. JoJo will pay for her mother's mortgage and Connie will try the fertility treatment again. Meanwhile, Ken finally gets a call from the feds. Albert tells him he is unable to proceed on the internet because an expert has deleted all cookie trails. But since the coupons are being mailed via the post office, he'll send someone that can actually help. 2 days later, Simon, a postal inspector, meets with Ken and accepts the case. He asks Ken to order a few coupons from the website in order to get some real evidence. A couple of days later, when the envelope arrives, Simon notices the sender address from Kansas. However, based on the special numbers on the online stamp, he knows that it actually came from Arizona. Since he is flying to Phoenix soon, he agrees to take Ken along since he knows all the supermarkets there. Connie takes JoJo along to an appointment at the fertility clinic for support. Since Rick is unaware that she's doing this, the doctor informs her that this is her last shot. Connie decides to use a donor's sperm instead of her husband's. Later, Tina contacts them asking where all the money has gone. She gets very angry when she is told what they did because they missed the point. The money had already been cleaned simply by using JoJo's cosmetic brand. They must now liquidate everything they bought immediately and deposit the cash back in the bank accounts in small amounts per day. When Rick returns from a business trip, he notices the new TV. Connie tells him that she got a sales job and she does not use coupons anymore. Pleased, Rick calls her a new wife. That makes Connie more confident to go through the treatment with a donor's seed. In the meantime, Simon and Ken interrogate cashiers in the area, inquiring about clients with coupon obsessions. They get to Greg and find the information they need. Although Greg doesn't know Connie's name, he gives them her description. He also mentions her 2 pennies motto, which Ken recalls having seen on the website. They next check the local post office workers in case anyone know anything about a coupon blonde. While no one remembers Connie, they snitch on Earl because he was always watching JoJo's saving tips on YouTube. Meanwhile, Connie and JoJo have great difficulty selling all of that stuff on eBay. At a local cafe, they happen to meet 2 men from a gun club and get the address. Later they visit them there with all their weapons for sale. Although JoJo makes a great sales pitch, the leader still refuses to buy them. The duo offers a good discount if they buy them all, and the deal is sealed. As Ken and Simon interrogate Earl in private, he refuses to say much. As soon as he is released, he rushes to JoJo's place and leaves her a note in an envelope disguised as regular mail slipped among the bills. Josie takes the mail in with realizing how important that is. However, Earl did not notice Ken and Simon following him there. They now conduct surveillance outside the house, waiting patiently. As JoJo comes home at night, celebrating the amazing deal she made earlier by dancing on the driveway, the men realize this is the black woman in the YouTube video. Next morning, JoJo, distracted by an argument with Josie, fails to pay attention to the mail. She drives to the stash house as usual. Ken and Simon follow her there and see Connie as well, clearly the blonde based on Greg's description. Simon collects several postal inspectors to carry out the operation now that they have more details. It is not difficult to establish the identities of Connie and JoJo, since Greg confirms their picture. Later that night, JoJo, unable to sleep, after checking on her mom, goes to kitchen for a snack. She finally finds Earl's note urging her to leave town. But it's too late. Simon and his men arrest Connie, JoJo, and Josie. Their homes and the stash house are raided. When the arrest appears on the news, Earl, surprised, watches JoJo's face on TV. As the interrogations begin, Rick and Josie state they had nothing to do with the whole thing and cooperate with the authorities. JoJo attempts to play the innocent card, pretending she had no idea what they're talking about, but they discovered her videos on her computer. On the other hand, Connie admits her crime, but she is dumbfounded to hear the possibility of facing 40 years to life for fraud. By taking full responsibility, they are likely to go easier on JoJo. Connie accepts the deal. JoJo is released on bail. Although she thinks Josie paid, it was actually Earl, who is waiting for her outside with flowers. In contrast, Connie is unlucky. Ricky visits only to scold her, refusing to pay the bail. Connie asks for a divorce. As the investigation moves on, the inspectors trace the coupons back to Alejandro and Rose. However, by then the couple has already disappeared. As the trail has gone cold, the Mexican government won't go after them. Connie takes the right decision to hire a rather expensive lawyer. On trial day, he convinces everyone that Connie and JoJo simply made use of a loophole, the same way corporations do all the time. His tactic proves to be successful. JoJo gets 10 days in prison plus 1 year of probation. Connie gets 11 months in jail with the possibility of parole. Unhappy with this outcome, Simon and Ken demand answers from the state attorney. He explains the judge went easy with the ladies because the coupon brands pressed for leniency to avoid bad press. $80 million loss from this scam for such megacorporations is just pocket change. Since the case is over now, Simon must take off. He calls Ken a good man and says he's glad to have worked together, but also that he needs to dial down the attitude a bit. As time passes, we see changes in everyone's life. Ken turns a bit nicer, making exceptions for old clients with fake coupons. Finally, he found the courage to create a profile on a dating app. Connie gets a divorce and the fertility treatment turns out to be a success. She spends her days in prison with a big pregnant belly. The authorities confiscate most of the scam's earnings. Luckily, they ignore a few boxes in the nursery thinking it's just food. JoJo retrieves those boxes, knowing Connie has been hiding cash in them all along. They get together with Earl and they move to Montenegro, a non-extradition country, aiming to start a new scam under another cosmetics brand. They wait for Connie to join them when she is released in order to work together once again. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment or feedback and subscribe for more. Cheers.